G'day guys, Paul and Katie here from the Feel Good family, and we're here to talk about campfire safety.
Very important.
Yeah, look, everyone loves a campfire. We'd have a campfire every single night of the week while we're out camping if we could. Now, it's crazy, but the majority of outdoor activity, camping-related accidents or presentations to hospital involve burns, and the majority of those are with kids. Terrible. So we're here to share some information that in a lot of ways is going to probably sound a little bit obvious, but there's a few things in here, some absolute nuggets that we're sure will add value and keep you and your family safe when you're out there enjoying the great outdoors. So let's get into it.
Awesome. Okay, well, number one, use a fire pit or build a fire ring.
Yeah, look, this is the one area that we actually would encourage you to allow your kids to get involved with, collecting up the rocks, building that beautiful fire circle, or, you know, in our case, the majority of our fires are with our own self-contained, off-the-ground fire pit. In a lot of campgrounds now and in national parks, if you're allowed to have a fire, you generally have to have one of these kits. But that is the only area that we allow Jasper to get involved with, and it's a great life lesson as well.
Oh, absolutely. Awesome skills. Okay, number two, keep away the flammable objects.
Yes, okay, this includes even your firewood, but in particular your lighter and your fire starters. What we do, we have this great little pouch here. Inside this canvas bag is everything related to managing our fire, okay? And I know where it is. It's got its own home in the van when we travel, and it has everything in there that we need, but it's nowhere near the fire because these sort of things, in particular fuels, can explode and you are in all sorts of trouble if that were to happen.
Absolutely. So on that, make sure you have water handy.
Yeah, look, this is one that we didn't really ever think ourselves to do, but we do now, okay? We always put our fire out with water, but to actually have a little bucket there, 10 litres of water, doesn't have to be right near the fire, but I know where it is, Katie knows where it is, and that way we know if we need to manage that fire instantly, we can actually put it out successfully.
Absolutely. And you want to make sure that when you are extinguishing that fire that you put it out completely, not just, oh, there, that's good enough, or, you know, we'll let it burn itself down.
Yes, she'll be right, mate. No. Okay, absolutely get that doused with water. In particular, if you were down the beach, what a great place to have a campfire, and then you just cover it with sand and off you go. This is crazy and incredibly dangerous, okay? Those fires and those embers are just going to keep burning, and if you've ever stood or burnt yourself with a hot coal, it can be pretty nasty. So make sure that water's your best friend. Use water, extinguish it completely.
Now, you also want to be prepared to be able to deal with your fire if it does get a little bit out of control. What are you going to do?
Okay, water again, that's going to solve most of your problems. But we also have fire blankets, okay? We also have extinguishers. We have them in the van, we have them in the truck, we have them in the front cab and in the canopy. But the fire blanket, I swear, for the most inexpensive, effective piece of fire equipment, amazing.
Okay, now, of course, if it's far too windy, don't even think about lighting a fire. Just wait until the next day when the wind dies down.
Yeah, look, the chances are it's probably not going to die down. It could change directions, you know, and with the way we travel these days, with all of our lithium and all of our, you know, battery-powered stuff, you could be in a world of trouble if that fire were to get out of control and get onto other parts of your property. So wind, no fire.
And never leave your fire unattended. Don't go to bed or watch the footy, or, you know, make sure somebody has always got eyes on the fire. Yeah,
that's right. Again, it seems very obvious, but the amount of times that we've even rocked up to campgrounds and there's still red embers in a fire going, it is crazy. So don't do that. Don't be like that person. And certainly don't leave your kids out there to manage the fire.
Now, on kids, more and more families are travelling the country, more and more families are getting out there, particularly with younger children. So let's talk a little bit about the fire safety with kids.
Yeah, the number one rule that we'd say for any age kids is to teach them stop, drop and roll. The fact is, a lot of this clothing now, you know, they're polyester synthetics and they are highly flammable. And to be able to teach your kid to stop, drop and roll could go a long way to preventing them having some serious skin and burn injuries.
Absolutely. Okay, now check the fire restrictions, because these are often on in different parts of the country at different times, and you want to make sure that you're across these, because, well, not only can you cop a pretty decent fine, but you also don't want to be responsible if your fire does get out of control while there is a restriction on.
Yeah, look, there's plenty of websites, particularly through the peak bodies and the caravan associations around the country, that'll give you very clear guidelines on these rules, the dates and times of years. But there are also times that these fire bans come into play or into effect suddenly because of extreme weather events or bushfires, high winds. So, yeah, make sure that you're across that. And if you don't know, check with a local, because chances are they'll have an idea.
Yeah, they always do. Yeah. Okay, and personally my favourite one, of course, is to make sure you've always got extra marshmallows on hand.
I'll tell you what, as we're getting around, you seem to find a lot of new kids come around once the marshmallows are out. So always have a couple of extra packets.
They need to come in camping-sized bags, don't they?
Look, whatever you're doing, we hope that you're staying safe out there, particularly on the roads. And when you get to camp, you want to be able to have the best time. So the campfire would have to be the number one activity that we get to enjoy. And it is also the best part of building the community in the caravan and camping world. And we just love it. So get out there, do it safely, enjoy it, and eat as many marshmallows as you can before the kids get them.
Yes, and travel safe.